All right, my people, they welcome on again to this my usual broadcast. And today, I don't want to talk much, um, but wetin I want make I first highlight na the issue when people really talk say this man, Senator Prince Ned Nwoko, why he don't to concentrate on this ANIOMA state creation. There are other pressing issues, there are other things that we need as a people. Fine, yes, it is true. So many of those things where we need as a people, as ANIOMA people. If we get ANIOMA state, we will get them times two. But that notwithstanding, Ned Nwoko not just dey talk about ANIOMA state creation for the Senate floor. As e dey today, Ned Nwoko na im get the highest bills and motions for the floor of the Senate. And when he go visit General Ndubisi, that's the NNU president, recently, the man open up in mind, talk to the people, tell them say apart from the state creation, see some of the things where I don't do, and see some of the things where I don already put in pipeline when I go do. Therefore, I want make you listen to am directly. You know, say me, each time I dey talk, say see wetin the man talk, I dey always dey present the video where the man talk am live, so that you go know say wetin we dey talk na true, not be wetin they just talk or write for paper. So sit back and watch and listen to Senator Prince Ned Nwoko. Dalon.
Before I talk about ANIOMA, let me use this opportunity to at least talk about a few things that I have done or about doing in the Senate. You see, when I was campaigning, I went around everywhere. One of the roads that I saw, amongst many, but one of the major roads that I saw that was very bad was the road between Asaba, Oko, Obai, Abo, Ase, all the way to Katani, the coastal road. That road is still very bad. But I also know that when flood comes, the flood that devastates and kills, it comes from that end. So the first thing we discussed in the Senate was that we would dredge the Niger. This is an agreement with all the senators. A special committee was formed to look into it. We discussed the reason why the water that comes from Cameroon causes so much devastation and how we can manage it. So we agreed amongst other things to fund the completion of a dam. There's a dam in our own, in Nigeria, in Taraba State. That dam has to be completed so that if and whenever water is released from Cameroon, our own dam will manage it. Thank you. Our own dam will manage it. But we also agreed that there is need for us to dredge the Niger, dredge the Benue River. I'm sure the process is ongoing in discussing how to go about that. But I can assure you that the Senate resolved that part of the solution to this annual flood that kills not only in Delta, in Kogi State, in Benue, everywhere, in Bayelsa. So it's a national tragedy. It's a national disaster that was managed. So you can't really separate that road from the floods. What I promised about that road, I've done it, which is that I will make sure that the federal government builds that road. But in doing that road, they must also do an embankment. That's an elevation that will stop water from coming in. In the current budget, we have about 29 billion naira in the budget for that road. But it is the most simple budget that is in the NDDC budget. Because it was either going to be done by Federal Ministry of Works or NDDC. We chose NDDC, so that is where it is domiciled. I'm sure that very soon they mobilize, but it was only last week that the president signed the budget. It has not even been released. But once it is released, I'm sure they award the contract. And look, I'm not a contractor. Let me say this. I have no interest in contracts. Those of you who are contractors, you should get ready, because in that budget, there are many projects. There are so many projects. The budget for Delta North is over 200 and something billion for Delta North alone. And because we have to discuss, I'm a member of the committee on NDDC. When those projects are executed, there will be many activities. It will not be like before. It will not be like before. My tenure will not be like others, because, as I said, I'm not a contractor. I'm not competing for anything. All I want is for the work to be done for the people. And it will be done. It will be done, because a contractor that I'm not going to collect money from, I'm not going to share money from, must know that he has to do the work. That's just about the the budget of NDDC and that road. I thought I should mention it there.